Caiden Lecce, and you're listening to Line for Line Podcast.
That was me trying to cope with depression. Shout out T-Rat, tricking you savvy. Know they coming if I send on the addy. See, we just living by the code, no capping, yeah. It's more than a podcast, it's a life hack for a lost soul that was on the verge trying to figure how to get their life back, real talk. See, you got a voice on this podcast. You can be you on this podcast. Educate all the youth on this podcast. Elevate me and you on this podcast. That's the reason we here, okay? It's family and friends, okay? Be real, you ain't gotta pretend, okay? Okay.
All right. Just like that, we're back in another episode of Line for Line. I have a very special guest in the building today. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the world, sir.
Caiden Lecce. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. See, that was gonna be my question, man. You ruined my question. I was gonna be like, is it Lecce or is it Lecce? I was like practicing on the way here. I was like, I don't want to slaughter it, so it's Lecce.
Yeah, it's something a lot of people don't really get mixed up.
Gotcha.
Everybody's always asking me which one it is because a lot of people know me by Lecce because I kind of went by that when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Most people knew it. That's kind of like the American way, but then Lecce's like the more Italian way, and
yes, sir.
I kind of go by that now.
So you get called it both all the time?
Yeah,
huh?
either or. I still answer to both.
That's funny. My name is Devon, but a lot of people say Devon. I'm like, there's no I in my name, but I've been getting this since kindergarten. So there's certain people that call me Devon, certain people that call me Devon. I'm like, I don't go by anyone. Yeah. But as we get ready to start, just tell us a little bit about you, sir. Where'd you grow up? What was life like for you then?
Well, I'm growing up in Kenosha, my whole life pretty much. Got a sister. My mom and dad raised us both in a good household. I mean, I would say we put us in sports like early age. I've been playing basketball for as long as I can really remember. Played AAU for a while, and a lot of good AAU programs. That's really, what my dad really helped me with is get on a good AAU team, and we've traveled to Illinois and Milwaukee. We've really been all over the place.
That's what's up.
Making sure I got a good start, and now it's just kind of seeing the work.
Yes, sir. What age would you say you were when you first got a basketball put in your hand?
I'd say probably 3, 4, but seriously started playing when I was like 6 or 7.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
Nice. Where'd you go to middle school?
All Saints.
All Saints. That in Milwaukee?
It's in Kenosha.
Kenosha.
It's Old Holy Rosary.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. It's not called Holy Rosary anymore?
No, that's just a parish now. They switched it. It was a while back. It was 2011, I think they switched it.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, it's now All Saints, and there's 2 campuses, but.
There's 2 now?
There was, but then they switched it back to 1, so now it's just 1, and it's at Holy Rosary.
Look at you teaching me stuff about Kenosha. You would think I would know all this, but I guess I don't, So just tell us a little bit about the most difficult experience that you've had when it comes to basketball so far.
I would say probably from like my standpoint, like becoming a better player was something usually I was working on when I was in middle school, was like shooting off the dribble, and I would say, and it was something that I would never do in the games, but it would always be something I was practicing. And me and my dad, we would just constantly work at it, and I never would really put it in the game. And so I would say it's not like too difficult of a challenge, but it was something that we worked on for a while, and something that really could improve your game. And I wasn't doing it for a long time, and so we kept working, trying to get more ways to score, because that's really, in basketball you gotta have multiple ways that you can be a threat, and that's something we kept working on, and eventually I got to the point where I was implementing the game, and it just elevated my scoring ability. So not something too big, but it was something that took a long time.
Yes, sir. Speaking of multiple ways of scoring, just tell us a little bit about that, of your multiple ways of scoring. Just tell us how you can score the basketball.
Yeah, well, I really like to go to the basket. I think that's definitely like my biggest strength. And I just like, combo moves. That's really my thing, get to the basket, creating for my teammates, because when you can get to the basket, they start to help, and then you can kick, and then I think I got a good enough jump shot where I can hit it from open, so gotta have that too.
Let's go. What would you say your favorite part is to score? Is it in the lane, in the paint?
Yeah, I like the little right hand floater. I think that's my thing. Yeah.
Is that what works for you a lot? Huh?
Yeah, it's huge to have as a guard. You gotta have that floater, because if the big sagging off a little bit, that's your cue. You gotta use that.
Yes, sir. So just tell us a little bit about the type of player you are and when you're on the court. Excuse me.
I just try to be aggressive. That's my main focus, is being aggressive on defense and offense. And I know on defense, if I'm being aggressive and I'm all over my man, it's gonna translate to offense and easy buckets. And if you're making it difficult for the other team, that's already success right there. And you can really impact the game so much without even scoring. And I think that's something I really live by and I play for.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now tell us a little bit about the high school you go to, maybe for the listeners at home who don't know.
Kenosha St. Joe's. It's been a great time. My 4 years there have been great, and I've been on varsity all 4 years.
Wow.
We had two coaches, Coach Morris originally, now Coach Garcia, and they trusted me from the beginning. I really have enjoyed it. I played soccer this year for my first time.
Let's go.
That was fun. So that was something new. Basketball 4 years, soccer this year. It was a great experience.
So you made the soccer team even though it was your first time playing soccer, like organized?
I mean, I will say it's a small school, so everybody does get on the team. But I did end up playing, and I played a good amount.
Let's go. What was that like for you? Like going from basketball to soccer?
It was different, but I really liked it. It was super fun. The team was great. It was like one of the most fun atmospheres I've ever been a part of, and I enjoyed it so much. We were actually really good. We won the regional championship, but then we lost the next game. But it was a fun season.
Yes, sir. So tell us a little bit about how the season's going for you guys over there at St. Joe's Basketball.
It started very well. Well, we started off, I think, 3-0, and then we lost 2 back-to-back games. 2 games that we felt like we could have hung in there more.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, I don't think we've lost since. I think we're on an 8-game win streak. So that's...
Stop playing.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of like really clicking right now. Everybody's like filling in their roles, and everybody's finding ways to contribute to the team, and it's coming into play.
Now, what would you say that you're telling your teammates on how not to get complacent with being on an 8-game win streak? How is it that you guys are focusing on still improving? Because obviously we always have something to improve on.
Yeah. Well, we know that we're going to see all these teams again in conference because we just finished our the first round of conference because you play everybody twice.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that they're going to want to beat us now, and we lost to St. Cat's, and we play them again. So we're going to be ready for them, and nobody's really getting complacent. We all know that we're there to push each other, and we're there to get better every day. So we're staying on the right track.
Yes, sir. Now tell us a little bit about what it was like to play under the great Coach Morris, who's one of the greatest to do it in the Kenosha area.
Oh, it was fun. It started off. I really appreciated the trust he had in me, and he started 5 freshmen, and that was something that a lot of people really wouldn't consider doing, and I really respected him, and he had the trust in us at such a young age to go in there and play against guys who are 18 when most of us are 14, and that takes a lot of courage. And he was very hard on us, like teaching us what it takes to play at the varsity level. And I think a lot of that you can see in us now because we got so much experience from that, and we're showing people what we can really do.
Mm-hmm. Now, if there was a player out there on any opposing team that you feel like you're ready to see the most again, like as you said, you played everyone once, who would it be? Or just a team? You don't even have to say just a player.
I would definitely say St. Cat's because we did lose to them. That was definitely we played one of the worst halves of basketball we've ever played against them. They came out with a good game plan. They shut us down. We only scored 6 points in the first half. It was pretty rough. So I would say we're definitely ready to see them again. We're going to be ready, game planning and all. And I know I have to play better because that was not one of my best games. So I'm definitely ready for that too.
Now, as an individual and as a team, so this is obviously a 2-part question. What would you say it is that you would have to improve on individually, and then what would you say the team, from your standpoint and what you see, have to improve on?
So me, I'll probably say I think I gotta hit more open shots. I think my 3-ball hasn't been falling as consistently this year as it has in the years past, and I know that's something that I can definitely do. And I think making free throws a little bit more consistently too is something that I can improve on, and I'm gotta keep getting to the line. So, and if you're gonna attack the basket, like that's one of my favorite things to do. I gotta make my free throws.
Yes,
and
sir.
as a team, I think trusting each other. I think we are improving on that every single game, and we're kind of just like trying to figure out even more for ourselves that we got a really good team, and we can all make the shots, and we just gotta find each other and keep trusting that we're gonna make the right play. And I think we're seeing that we're on an 8-game win streak, so we're doing something right.
Yes, sir. Now, obviously, you said you're going to play everyone else again. What would you look forward to the most about being able to play everyone again?
The fact that they're gonna be game planning for us, so we gotta be we gotta be ready for their game plan now, and they're gonna come swinging harder because we took them out, and I mean, except for St. Cat's, we're obviously we're obviously gonna be ready for them now, but everybody else is really looking to play us again, and I think that's gonna be fun.
Yes, sir. You are the big dog on campus. But before we get ready to close out, just tell us a little bit about the exciting news of getting ready to go to college, officially committing to someone.
Yeah. I committed to Eau Claire. I just thought it was the right decision for me. I really enjoyed what they got going on there, and I went on a visit and really enjoyed what the campus life was about. School is mostly in session, and I really enjoy how they play, and Coach Seiberling is telling me that he has the trust in me, and he was consistent in recruiting me and really just making me feel like I belong there, and it felt like the right choice when I stepped on the campus.
Yes, sir. Now maybe the coaches may be listening to this episode, but what are you going to bring to the table once arriving there?
Just that competitive mentality. I just feel like I'm just a competitor that's always trying to win, and I'm always going to try to put my team in the best situation to win.
Yes, sir. That's how it should be. Now, before we get ready to close out, I'm pretty sure you may forget some people, but is there anyone out there that you would like to shout out that maybe helped you along the way, kept your head in the game, whatever the case may be?
Yeah. I would say my dad. I know he's definitely my parents. Really, my dad would take me on 2-hour-long drives to get to practice, and when I was younger for AAU, and that's something that a lot of people would not be willing to do, and he really gave the time and donated his time out of two nights of his week to take me somewhere where he has really no benefit being there, but he would do it for me, and just my parents really showing me that they care all the time, and I'm really thankful for it.
Yes, sir. Well, with that being said, young man, we just wrapped up an amazing episode of Line Flying. We appreciate you having time to stop by for us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
You calling or you listening, tune in every week. Line for line. Oh yeah, I'm going line for line.